I mean, I'd say The Irishman is a big win when you think about your own career. How'd you get that call?
Wow. So I'll go back a little bit.
Sure.
I sent a little self audition, we call them selfies, self-tape, to Scorsese, Mr. Martin Scorsese, for a series called Vinyl a few years ago,
Yeah.
which we did for HBO. Sadly, ended a little too soon, but yes, I did that. And from that, so then I had a relationship with Scorsese. He knew me, and there was this tiny little part that popped up in The Irishman, and I got a call from Ellen Lewis, fabulous casting director, and it was like, to do The Irishman. Yeah, I'm remembering. That's how it happened. To play Jake Gottlieb in The Irishman, a small little role as a real estate developer who bought the Dunes, the Dunes hotel, I think it was. I may have forgotten that already. Yeah.
So what was the best part of that experience for you?
Well, Vinyl and Irishman both, but it was incredible. I mean, it's kind of, where do I start? You get on set, and I'm there with Ray Romano, who I'd also done Vinyl with.
That's
Vinyl
right.
was sort
yeah,
of
Vinyl was kind of like the offshoot getting you set here for Irishman with a couple different people.
I think with Ray as well. His career, God knows where it's going to go now.
Right.
Dramatically from
totally.
his comedic roles. So he's going to be, I'm sure, very busy too. He's wonderful. God, he was so good in Vinyl, and he's terrific in Irishman. But anyway, we got on set, and we're pinching each other. I mean, he's standing next to me going, okay, there's De Niro, there's Pacino. They just walked on set. And I'm going, you're Ray Romano, chill out. He goes, you don't understand. This is freaking me out.
These are the
freaking
guys.
out. I'm like, I'm calming him down. We both though. We're just trying to be cool. Just stay cool. Just stay cool. Just be cool. No, but it was great. I don't mean to sound like that, but it's a little nerve-wracking when you stand across from these guys. You kind of need a day or two to settle in, because they're your idols. You grew up with them, and here they are, your heroes. Working with them. I'd worked with De Niro a small scene in Grudge Match with Stallone and Kevin Hart. That was the first time. And, it's shocking. You watch these guys for decades.
Yeah.
And there he is, So that was a trip, and but it was great. Everybody was warm. Pacino was terrific. I had a nice scene with him. Him and Ray Romano, and De Niro's in the background of that scene, observing. So it was trippy. But I don't know where to begin, but Scorsese, working with him on his sets, it's unique. There's a certain tone, a certain respect that I've never experienced before. It's like being in a library, almost like it's quiet. It's, there's Academy Awards floating around in wardrobe, costumes, makeup, lighting, the best of the best are there. The best of the best. I mean, every little detail. You open a drawer, and it's got period paper and files in there from the 1950s.
Wow.
It's like, just in case you need it. I mean, it's just creme de la creme. It's the best. And he's so generous with actors, and just take whatever time you need. Let's work this. You need more time. Take as much time as you need. It's just unbelievably caring, luxurious, humorous. He's got this uproarious laugh that just fills the space, and you feel this sense of just comfort. But his direction is what I'm trying to get to. It's taken me 100 years to get there. Is he gave me this tiny, tiny little specific, take a tiny pause between that and that. And he probably doesn't even remember telling me this, but he took this tiniest little pause right there, and I did, and a little stammer happened. He went, got it, that's what I wanted. I was like,
wow.
It's like he had little puppet strings. I don't know how to explain it. It was special. He's the master.
I think that you described it perfectly. He's in the details, and that's such a small moment of the film, but it represents a much larger picture and what he's all about with his projects.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it was, it hits you more later, when everybody goes, you worked with these guys, congratulations. It's still hitting me that
Yeah.
you know the size, the breadth of this movie is it's you know globally
It's monstrous.
monstrous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. Like a friend of mine was telling me that. Do you realize you're in this movie, this monster movie, this big movie? It's like, yeah, you're right. You know, it's
Right,
hitting
it
me
hasn't
slowly.
fully soaked in yet.
It's like a wave that keeps
Right.
coming in. You know.
Yeah, and then you remember little bits and pieces as you go along here. Because
Yeah.
you were just in it, working, doing the thing, and
Just
now
the-
you're a little separated from it. You're like,
Yeah,
okay.
and then you see it.
Right.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
no.
it's
I
quite
gotta see it in
something.
theater.
It's
Yeah.
extraordinary. It's beyond. You know, I'm not that good at explaining these things, but it's a masterpiece. It's quite good. Yeah.
And especially too, since it's coming to Netflix, like obviously people will check it out all over, but it seems like it's one of those films to see in the theater to really appreciate just how grandiose the whole experience is.
Yeah, yeah. My sister and brother-in-law, I think they're going to the, I think it's the Belasco Theater on Broadway, right around here,
Right.
where it's playing for a month or so.